How does employment law regulate overtime pay and wages? In today's fast-paced job market, many workers are asking about their rights regarding overtime pay and wages. With recent discussions around labor laws, this topic is more relevant than ever. So, how does employment law regulate these critical aspects of work? Employment law primarily governs overtime pay and wages through federal and state laws. These laws set minimum wage standards and define who qualifies for overtime pay. At the federal level, the Fair Labor Standards Act requires most employees to receive at least the minimum wage. Additionally, employees must be compensated at a rate of 1.5 times their regular pay for hours worked over 40 in a work week. However, not all employees are entitled to overtime pay. Recent rulings from the United States Supreme Court have clarified the conditions under which certain employees may be exempt from overtime. Employers must meet specific criteria to classify workers as exempt, which can vary based on job duties and salary levels. State laws often provide additional protections. For instance, in Washington state, employees must be compensated for all hours worked, including time spent traveling or on call. This means that even if an employee is not actively working, they should still receive pay for their time. Moreover, employers cannot requiring employees to work off the clock without compensation. Accurate documentation and reporting of overtime compensation are essential for employers. Recent legislative proposals aim to maintain tax deductions for qualified overtime pay but introduce specific reporting requirements. Employers may need to report overtime compensation separately on tax forms such as W-2 and 1099. Certain categories of workers, like live-in domestic employees, may not be entitled to minimum wage and overtime pay under federal regulations. This depends on the nature of their work and the identity of their employer. Overall, employment law plays a significant role in ensuring that employees receive fair compensation for their labor. By establishing clear wage rates and eligibility criteria, these laws protect workers while outlining the responsibilities of employers. Understanding these regulations is vital for both employees and employers in today's labor market.